Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing Snow Like Ashes by Sara Raasch. So I've tried filming this video before and I had a bit of an issue because if you've seen my other videos, you know that I was having issues with my computer. It was not cooperating, so it wouldn't take the video files for this that I had filmed, so I have to refilm this review again. I used to use like a normal notebook, and it's out in the living room right now, but I used to use a normal notebook to write out my reviews, and I would write out like notes, and then I would write out the summary and all that. But with the help of Sam from Novels and Nonsense, I will link her Twitter and her YouTube channel down below because I saw the book on Twitter. She had purchased this book for herself, and then I saw it and I had to get it because it just seemed like a freaking brilliant idea, and it is the Book Lover's Journal. Okay? And this is like, I needed to show this before I do my review. You open it and you have these pages. And over here you have like the publisher name, and you have the name of the book and the author up here, and then over here you have the big section for notes, and then you have your star rating thing down here. But then it also has a rate on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being exceptional, and then it's like quality of writing, pace, plot development, all that kind of stuff. And over here it asks you questions. So I have written out my review for this book in here. I'm also working on a review for Reboot by Amy Tintera, and I'm going to be doing all of my review writing in here from now on. So if you guys want a book like this, you want this book exactly, I will link the Amazon link down below because I think it is definitely something you should invest in if you're looking to do more reviews like this. So now that I have talked about my journal, it is now time to get into the review. Snow Like Ashes depicts a time where the world is split up into 8 different kingdoms. We have 4 seasons: winter, summer, spring, and autumn, and then the 4 rhythms, which is Cordell, Paisley, Yakim, and what is the other one? Ventrali. The Kingdom of Winter has been taken over by Spring, and it's been like that for many years. Our story follows Mira, an escaped orphan who was one of the 8 to escape the fall of winter. Mira wants to be a soldier to help revive winter. She wants to matter to winter. And so when the location of winter's magical conduit, which is a locket, and the King of Spring has broken it in half when he took over winter. But when the location of the locket is discovered, Mira wants to be the one to retrieve it herself. So she goes to the location of the locket to get it. Thrust into a world of evil magic and dangerous politics, Mira realizes that her destiny is not and never has been her own. So that was a little bit challenging. I'm still working out the whole descriptions for reviews. I hope that one was okay. I know that the last little sentence that I said was actually from the Not the description. Oh, I'm looking up there in the books here. Not the description from the book, or it might be. I don't know. It might be from the book, but if it's not, then I know it's the description from Goodreads. So we need to talk. We need to talk about this book. I need to talk about this book, or I might implode. I have been obsessing over this book since I finished reading it. I finished reading it the day we got to Cape Breton, and there's an interesting story to go with this, but first I will mention the things about the story that I absolutely loved. I absolutely loved the characters. I loved Mather, and I loved Theron. I'm not sure how people pronounce that. I said Theron, kind of. Yes. It's so much easier to read it in your head than say it out loud, but I loved him. But I also loved Mira. She is such a strong main character. There are a lot of strong female main characters, but Mira just seems like the one where she's not gonna back down, and she's not gonna get scared, and she doesn't give up even when she's like at death's doorstep. She'd still continue fighting until she couldn't anymore. She wouldn't give up on anything, and I absolutely loved that about her. Can I also just mention that I would love to be a Winterian? Not because I love winter, because I'm really not a fan of winter. I'd probably be more of a fan of like fall, not spring, but like fall. Hess. Hell yes, I love fall. It's like the perfect weather, but I don't mind winter too much. I'm just not fond of the cold very much most of the time, only because I get sick. That's besides the point. I would love to be a Winterian because I've already got the pale skin. All I need is the white hair and I'm good to go. I am good to go. Well, and eyes. I think their eyes are all blue, aren't they? Yeah. So I need the blue eyes too. But other than that, you know, I'm like the perfect Winterian already. I love the main idea of the story and I love the plot. It's so much different from other fantasy books that I've read. Like all of the like newer fantasy books are all like, oh, an assassin and oh, magician. And like they all kind of seem the same, but this one is so different. It's so unique. It's got a different concept and I absolutely love it. And just everything about this book is perfect, okay? Now, it had such realistic detailing, like her detailing of snow. I never thought you could detail snow as much as she did, but like it is so like spot on and perfect. And I mean, I'm gonna tell you, I had a tough time picturing it, but that is only because I have a tough time reading high fantasy books and picturing it. And it's always happened to me. Every time I read a high fantasy book, it doesn't matter like whether the detailing's really good or really bad. I just have an issue with trying to picture it. So I have to read what I've read and then like stop and picture it before I can read on, or else I'm not picturing it like right away in my head. But the detailing in this book is so realistic that it made it so much easier to try and picture what it was. I don't know why. Like, but it just seems so much easier than any other fantasy book that I've read. I mean, I still had a hard time, but it's not the book's fault. The book is absolutely amazing, and it's just my own fault for not being able to picture it as well. But if you are like great at picturing like that, the detailing, it's like a movie in your brain, okay? When you actually picture it, oh, I just nudged the camera. When you actually picture it, it is glorious and beautiful. Everything about this book is beautiful, and everybody needs to read it. Okay, so there is a plot twist. I said this about Girl Online in my last review too. I will say it in this one. You do not expect this plot twist. It's a plot twist, obviously, but like you don't expect it. But like as soon as you read this plot twist, everything makes sense. Everything. Your whole life is questioned because you're like, that made so much sense. Why didn't I think about it before? Like, why was it not there in my brain? Like, it should have been something that you thought about because it seemed so obvious as soon as it's said. Just, the plot twist is mind-blowing, and when you read it, you will freak out. Remember how I said there was a funny story when I finished this book? The plot twist, I'm not going to tell you where it is, but you're not expecting it. But as soon as I read this plot twist, we were driving in the car to Cape Breton, and I freaked out so much. I was sitting back in like the seat that I was in the car, and when I was reading it, and then as soon as I read it, and I was like, oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I sat up and I started hitting the front seat, and my dad's girlfriend was like, what the hell is wrong with her? And I'm like, it makes so much sense! Oh my god! And I'm freaking out. Now, I was literally trying to explain what the plot twist was and how it made so much sense and like why I didn't think about it before. And my dad's sitting there driving and he's laughing his ass off because I am freaking out over it. And I still freak out over it, obviously. I get so excited and I talk so fast. I literally cannot even, words cannot describe how freaked out I get over this plot twist, okay? Everybody needs to read it. It needs to be read. I will recommend this to anybody and everybody. And if they're looking for something new and something fantasy, this is the first book that I'm going to go to. This is the first book I'm going to go to recommend to anybody, ever. Like, ever. So, if you couldn't guess already, my overall rating was 5 stars. If I could give it 10 stars, I would. but I can only rate it out of 5, and so that is what I'm going to give it. Now, with that being said, the second book to this is coming out in October. The cover for that second book is coming out in February, and I feel like it is dedicated to me because that is my birthday month, and I have been going on and raving about this book on Twitter and talking to the author Sara on Twitter like crazy because I'm that obsessed with it, and I am going to do everything in my power to get a copy of the book. I know that ARCs, because I found out today, I know that ARCs are starting to come out in April and May. And I'm going to do everything in my power to get an ARC of some sort because I might die if I don't get to read it until October. No, I will die. I need it. I need to see the cover, which comes out in February. It'd be cool if it came out on my birthday, just saying. But, the cover comes out in February, so it might tame me for a little bit. But I need the next book, like now. Ice Like Fire, I need you. I need you. I need it. I need it. I need it. So I hope you guys liked my second review. I hope it was okay. I'm still working out the kinks of trying to get used to doing reviews, but I do have like 3 or 4 planned in the future, so those will be up soon as I film them and like get them all sorted out and then film them. You know, I still have to write out all the stuff, but once I do and I film them, they're gonna be up, and I'm gonna start posting like a lot more reviews because I think I'm gonna start getting more comfortable if I start doing more and more and more. So if there is a book that you guys want me to review, there we go. If there is a book that you guys want me to review, comment then down below, and if I have read it, then I will do a review. If I haven't, well then I'll have to read it so that I can review it for you guys because I definitely want to post more. So everybody go read Snow Like Ashes because then I'll have more people to fangirl with. If you have read the book, comment down below so I can fangirl with you. If you haven't, go read the book and let me know when you have on Twitter, down below, anywhere. Just tell me you've read the book and I will fangirl with you. We can fangirl together and freak out until the next book. Yes. The next book, when it comes out, we can freak out, fangirl, go nuts, everything. So I'm going to go before I freak out even more. I will see you guys in my next video.